Have you ever heard the saying, "The road to hell is paved with good intentions"? It's a powerful phrase, and it perfectly captures the heart of a story I want to share with you today. It's an old fable, but its lesson feels more relevant than ever in our modern world. It's the story of the Sick Stag. Imagine a beautiful, majestic stag. He's strong, proud, and roams the forest freely. But one day, a sickness takes hold of him. His powerful legs feel weak, his head spins, and a deep weariness settles into his bones. He knows he can't keep up his usual pace. He needs to rest and recover. With the last of his fading strength, the stag painstakingly gathers a small stockpile of food, tender leaves, fresh grass, and sweet berries. He finds a secluded, quiet clearing, a peaceful little sanctuary hidden deep within the woods. He lies down, surrounded by his provisions, hoping that with time and rest, his vitality will return. He just needs to be left alone to heal. Word of the stag's illness spreads through the forest like wildfire. Soon, a procession of other animals begins to arrive at his clearing. The rabbit, the squirrel, the boar, the fox, they all come, one by one and in small groups. "Oh, dear stag," they'd say, their faces full of concern. "We heard you were unwell. We just had to come and see how you were doing." The stag, weak as he was, appreciated their apparent kindness. It felt nice to be thought of. The visitors would sit with him, offering words of sympathy and encouragement. "Get well soon," they'd chirp. "We're all rooting for you," they'd grunt. "Just rest up, you'll be back on your feet in no time." But here's where the story takes a turn. As these well-wishers sat there, expressing their concern, their eyes would wander to the stag's little pile of food. The rabbit would twitch its nose and say, "Oh, that looks like a tasty bit of clover. Do you mind if I just have a little nibble while we chat? I'm sure you won't miss it." The boar would see the berries and say, "My, those look delicious. Just one or two to keep my strength up on the long walk home." And so it went. Each visitor, while offering their goodwill, helped themselves to the stag's food. They weren't malicious. They probably didn't even think about what they were doing. In their minds, they were just paying a friendly visit and grabbing a small snack. They were being supportive. But a nibble here and a bite there, multiplied by dozens of visitors, started to add up. The stag's carefully gathered stockpile, the very food he needed to survive his illness, began to shrink. He was too weak to protest, too exhausted to defend his provisions. He could only watch as his lifeline was consumed by others in the name of friendship. Days turned into a week. More animals came, more get-well-soon wishes were shared, and more of his food disappeared. The stag grew weaker and weaker. The clearing, once his sanctuary for recovery, became a place of slow, agonizing starvation. Eventually, the inevitable happened. The stag, surrounded by the echoes of empty well-wishes, starved to death. The moral of this story is simple but profound. Goodwill is worth nothing unless it is accompanied by good acts. Let that sink in for a moment. How often do we see this play out in our own lives? We live in an age of performative kindness. It's so easy to type sending thoughts and prayers on a social media post, or to say, "Let me know if you need anything," to a friend who is struggling. These are the modern-day equivalents of the animals visiting the stag. The intention is often good. We want to show we care. But what tangible support are we actually providing? The stag didn't need well wishes. He needed his food to be protected. He needed practical help. Maybe one of the animals could have stood guard over his clearing. Maybe another could have brought him fresh water. Maybe they could have brought him more food instead of taking what he had. Those would have been good acts. Instead, they offered empty words and, worse, actively took from him what he needed most. Their support was actually harmful. It cost him his life. This fable challenges us to look at our own behavior. When we see someone in need, do we offer genuine help, or do we just offer feel-good platitudes that make us feel better about ourselves? Saying, "I'm here for you" is easy. Actually being there, making a meal, running an errand, providing financial help if you can, or simply offering a quiet listening ear without making it about yourself, that's the hard part. That's the part that truly matters. Think about a friend going through a tough breakup. Saying, "You'll find someone better," it's an empty platitude. Bringing over a movie and their favorite ice cream, and just sitting with them in silence, if that is what they need, that's a good act. Consider a colleague overwhelmed with work. Saying, "Hang in there," from across the office is easy. Quietly taking a small, manageable task off their plate to lighten their load, that's a good act. The story of the Sick Stag isn't about blaming the animals for being malicious. They were likely just thoughtless. And that's the real danger. Thoughtlessness can be just as destructive as intentional harm. Their collective small, selfish acts led to a tragic outcome. It's a powerful reminder to be mindful. Before you offer help, ask yourself, what does this person actually need? Is what I'm about to do genuinely helpful to them or does it just make me feel like a good person? Am I adding to their burden or am I truly lightening it? Sometimes the most helpful act is to simply give someone space, just as the stag needed. The constant stream of visitors was a drain on his energy and his resources. True friendship and support require empathy, the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their actual needs, not just project your own ideas of help onto them. So the next time you see someone struggling, remember the sick stag. Don't be one of the visitors who takes their last bit of food while offering empty words. Be the one who brings more food. Be the one who stands guard. Be the one whose actions speak louder than their words. Because in the end, goodwill without good deeds is just noise. It's the actions, the tangible support, the real help that truly defines kindness and makes a world of difference. Thank you so much for watching and thinking about this with me. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that makes you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and act with kindness.